Not as wet. No, it's not. That's its head. I thought it was the head. Okay. Actually, in Colorado, the thing is white as well. Woo! That's cool. Yeah, it's a snake tail.
Welcome to Jefferson County Park again. And I know we had to delay it from last week, but honestly it was so windy. It was dangerous to be in the woods because there was branches falling and trees falling and birds falling. And when the squirrels are hanging onto the tree like this. So we are going to be doing two different activities today. This morning we're doing a Native American activity, which I think you'll enjoy a lot. And then this afternoon we'll be doing some survival skills. So we have a really good day planned. I want to real quickly go over rules again to remind you of the rules why you are here. You must follow these rules. They're very important to me. If you do not follow them, I'll talk to your boss. And maybe we'll say, he's my boss. I hate to tell you, he's your boss. So rule number one. No hurtful words, no hurtful actions. So don't say or do anything that's going to hurt somebody's feelings, okay? Now, I've known her long enough that I can harass her a little bit, and she'll harass me back. Matter of fact, we were teasing each other as she came in the door, that we know each other, and we can kind of tease each other. And you're old enough that you know the difference when you're teasing someone, you're a friend, you're like, nudge, nudge, you know. And you know the difference between teasing to hurt someone's feelings. So we don't allow any teasing to hurt feelings, okay? No hurtful words, no hurtful actions. Now, the next rule I'm going to give you, we're actually going to break. But I want to give you a little information. I do not allow any sticks or stones. But in both activities today, we're going to be working with sticks. And in the morning activity, we're going to be working with stones. But what I want you to know is I don't want those sticks and stones to talk to you and make you do things with them that you're not supposed to, okay? So, for example, let's say Angel's out in the woods and all of a sudden she's walking along, minding her own business, and all of a sudden the stick goes, psst, Angel, psst, Angel, pick me up, use me as a hiking stick. Angel's like, sweet, a hiking stick, really cool. But then that stick's going to talk to her again, and it's going to go, psst, Angel, use me as a sword. Oh, a sword, she thinks, ah! And she stabs your teacher, and oh, class is over. So, I don't want you listening to sticks and stones that tell you to do things with them you're not supposed to, okay? So if you find that that stone is talking to you and saying, throw me, don't listen, it's going to get you in trouble. If that stick is talking to you and saying, poke that person with it, you can't listen to it. Both of our activities this morning and afternoon do have you using sticks and stones. But don't listen to them and let them make you do something you're not supposed to. Yes, ma'am.
Do we still going to use hiking sticks?
Nah, because we're not in any mountains today. When we have a mountain class, you can use a hiking stick. Rule number 3, and it's not going to be a problem today, but because we're toward the end of the season, there's not a lot of flowers left growing. But you're not allowed to pick flowers. And I know you probably were thinking, gee whiz, golly, I so wanted to pick a bouquet for my boss here because I love him so much. I wanted to give him a big bouquet of flowers, right? Right? No? But if some of you have an urge to pick flowers and give them, to your loved one, don't do it. What you can do is go down to Hy-Vee and buy a dozen roses or a box of chocolates, okay? No picking flowers out here in the woods. No ripping up plants or hanging from trees, that sort of thing. Okay? Now, another really important rule is you're not allowed to use the L word, which is lunch. So once we start today and we head outside, I don't want to hear you talking about food or about being hungry or starving or anything like that. You can't use that word. It'll get you in trouble. When do you normally eat at school?
10 and 12.
10 and 12. We might even hit earlier than that. Probably not, but we might. But if you talk about lunch, like if I'm walking past you in our first activity and I hear you say, "Oh, I'm starving, I can't go on." 5 more minutes until we eat. We're gonna add 5 extra minutes. And I'm going a little bit further and I see you and you're staring off into space and you're going, "Cheetos." Adds 5 more minutes. And now we're out there, we're playing with all the games, and I look over at Mr. Boatright's going, "Oh, I can't wait to eat. I'm so..." It adds 15 more minutes if he talks about it. So do not mention food. Now, it might sound kind of funny to do that, but the thing is that it's not a big problem with kids your age because you're older. But when I get really little kids in here, the minute they walk into the door, they go, "Can we eat lunch?" And you're like, "It's 9 o'clock in the morning." They're like, "Yeah, Mom, I need a peanut jelly sandwich, and I got Doritos," and they get real excited about getting to eat lunch. And that's all they think about. We'll be out doing activities, and they're still thinking about lunch. So, if you're thinking about what's coming next, you're not going to be fully participating in what we're doing now. That's why you're not allowed to mention it. Nope. Don't worry, we will eventually feed you. But don't talk about it once we get started today. So I'm going to count to 3. When I count to 3, you're going to say the word lunch and just get it out of your system. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Lunch! Thirsty.
Good. So there you have it. So those are our rules for today. We are basically right now, they're kind of closing down the park. The park has a period of rest snappers in. We don't have picnickers in. People can come out and hike and such. But what I'm trying to say is basically they're draining all the outdoor bathrooms and things. So the only bathroom we can really use is this one in the nature center, or we have a lovely pit latrine, which is basically a big hole in the ground that you can make a deposit in as well. So what we're going to do, in just a second, we're going to get ready. We're going to line up by the front door to head outside for our first activity. If you think you may need to tinkle in the next hour, you need to go now. So if you need a bathroom break, line up for bathrooms. You can say, "No, I'm good." Line up by the front door, and we'll go.